not necessarily translate to control from the bottom lane, as Legacy just being an absolute nuisance here with his team just getting such a map control here.
Kill is gonna get hustled down to 2v2. They should have had the man up, and now Austin's gonna try to get one. He's gonna look for the double, can't quite get it. Zuxium, the last man alive, and now it's Zuxium trying to finish off the team. He's gonna stun their C1. One's gonna push out, it's gonna get taken out. Zuxium can finish it right here. 7 points left. Taking out another one. One more pushes out. He's gonna get taken out by a teammate, and that's gonna be Hype Esport taking map number 1.
I see it now, I see it now.
One of the most highly anticipated matchups of the year, the HeartBreakers versus Finale Gaming. My name is McCormiel. Alongside myself is Trevor. Game 62 of week number 9, Division A matchup here for what could be a showdown of what is to come inside of the playoffs. Both of these two teams, very, very, very good. And I don't think we can really state that as much. HeartBreakers at 7-0, Finale Gaming at 5-2, an 18-2 map count for HeartBreakers, an 18-10 map count for the side of Finale Gaming. Trevor, what makes the HeartBreakers just so good?
I mean, you said it right there in the map count, all right? They don't lose a lot. They're undefeated, could potentially, by the way, be the first undefeated regular season team in K7 if they're able to hold it out. So this one's big for them. Like, yeah, there's a whole nother week, but this one's huge. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. I mean, I think what sets them apart, it really is that map count. Sure, Finale's won 18 as well, but HeartBreakers have only dropped 2. So that's huge. They know what they're doing. They get there. They get done quick. I mean, if that was in the same series, that means they've only seen one map 5. But I'm not even sure when those happen. That there's no guarantee that HeartBreakers have even had to go to a map 5. Yep. So I think that's really what sets them apart from really everyone else in the league right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you look at the overall map count for the side of the HeartBreakers, 8-1 in Hardpoint, 7-0 for the Search and Destroy, 6-1 in Control as well. What that means is they've never had to go to where they lost an S&D, which means, number one, that, okay, they've only ever been in a series to where it's been 1-1 in terms of overall map count against another opponent. Number two, they've only gone to a Control where they've lost one time, and they've closed out every single series inside of a map number 4 Hardpoint. So even if the side of Finale Gaming go ahead and steal a map off the side of the HeartBreakers, it's going to be very difficult. And I mean, when you look at the side of Finale Gaming overall, 2-5 in their Control, 7-2 in the S&D, 9-3 in the Hardpoint. Their worst game mode is the Control, where they're only 2-5 and compared to the HeartBreakers 6-1. So overall, both of these two teams very good. However, HeartBreakers obviously have the edge in terms of map count, but now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the rosters for both of these two teams. Starting off with the Finale Gaming roster, you've got Kelso, Mercy, who, if you haven't noticed or seen some of the graphics, highlighting some of the best players in terms of overall KDs and game modes, and overall inside of K7, Mercy's right up there at the top. You got Double Zero and, of course, Sluby to round out that roster.
Yeah, and if we go ahead and take a look at the HeartBreakers roster, we are going to see Octane. He's been a staple in the K7 League for as long as I can remember, as long as I've been casting for them. Dude fries. We also have Treasy, 04. So we got a Double Zero and a 04. So we'll have some fun with that a little bit later in the cast. But then we also have Dior rounding out this roster. Again, this is a very solid roster. I know it's seen a couple iterations throughout the K7, but as you can see, no matter what the rosters look like, they've only dropped 2 maps. Man, they're solid.
So overall, we're going to take a look at some of the KD standings and maps and modes that we've got going on here so far inside of K7. But again, I mentioned it beforehand, Mercy, 1.22 overall KD inside of Season 3, and that's from Finale Gaming. You mentioned also Treasy there at the top with a 1.40 in overall game modes, and both of those two, again, at the top. A Sporto Catsy there from the set of Natural Talent. We know how good Natural Talent is, sitting atop of the B division. Then Carl from Swear Society at a 1.23, but you know, it's one of those things to where we're kind of taking a look at, okay, now that we're 9 weeks into the season, almost going into week number 10, who has been the outstanding players throughout the entirety of the year? And those 5 players right there are really not only a testament to the best teams inside of the league, but overall, all the teams that are up here, they've got the best records and the best teams inside of K7 throughout the entire year. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at our maps and modes here real quick. Presented by GitGudHosts, starting from map number 1, Garrison. Then we'll go to a Raid, Search, and Destroy, a Garrison Control, and needing to go the distance to 4 and 5. Apocalypse and Express S&D will round out our 5-game maps and modes. But folks, map number 1, Garrison. We're back on the Tank Factory in Germany. we're having a bit of lobby issues in the background, but talking about this map a little bit and more or less with HeartBreakers 8-1 record on Hardpoint specifically, I believe they're 3-0 on this map and mode combination. So with that being said, and Finale Gaming having a couple and suffering a couple losses overall, not in just series, but Hardpoint as well, this would obviously give the set of the HeartBreakers the advantage overall, but more importantly, they have the better slaying team as well.
Yeah, and I think the HeartBreakers are going to have the advantage in really any map-to-map or mode-to-mode kind of comparison because, I mean, dude, they're just solid. All right, so I mean, if you're Finale, you want to be the one to take the maps and to take the series off of them before we get to playoffs. I mean, you don't want a team going into playoffs undefeated because then they have all the momentum in the world. They're like, we beat everyone. Why are we worried?
Tell that to Gonzaga.
Yeah, right. We all saw it. It all happened. We saw what happened in that championship game. But no, I mean, yeah, I mean, Call of Duty is a little bit different. But HeartBreakers, I mean, they're good. Garrison's gonna be fun. I like watching the Hardpoint. It's fun to see, fun to do, fun to play with, not to eat. But I mean, we got a whole series in front of us.
We do have a whole series in front of us, and you know, Trevor, there's one thing that has to be said, and folks, you can see it here, and you can see it on the wall behind me. There's a Miami Dolphins flag and a Miami Dolphins logo hanging on my beanie and my wall, and well, that's for one reason alone. Only undefeated team ever in the regular season and the playoffs, then win a Super Bowl after the fact. HeartBreakers are trying to do just that, go undefeated inside of the regular season and then inside of the playoffs. Make it to where they go undefeated and win the championship as well. You know, when you're the most dominated team throughout the entire year, that's what you kind of want to happen in the first place. So with that being said, HeartBreakers, best team by far thus far in terms of record and overall. I think there's no contestation for that. We had a bit of predictions inside of the live chat that we had before we went live. One of the things I wanted to say, look, HeartBreakers, great team. Finale Gaming, great team. I think HeartBreakers have what it takes to get a 3-0 done inside of this best of 5 series. 3-1 maybe, and I see that potentially going down to the Hardpoint if anything. But for the HeartBreakers, you haven't lost an S&D. You've only lost one control. For the side of Finale Gaming, they've lost multiple controls throughout the entirety of the year. So, as that is said, Hardpoint needs to be where you come out. Stun the side of HeartBreakers in map number 1. Take it to where they're down 0-1. They have to win the S&D control and then the Hardpoint back to back to back. It'll be difficult for the side of Finale Gaming. HeartBreakers, they're coming into this with a head full of steam, wanting to keep that undefeated record throughout the entirety of the regular season. It's Garrison, it's Hardpoint, it's map number 1. Finale Gaming on the left, the HeartBreakers on the right in red. Trevor, one of the best series that we've been able to see throughout the entirety of K7. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's get into it.
We're ready in SpongeBob going to work, to be completely honest with you. But I mean, HeartBreakers, they're headstrong. They'll take you on, and well, it's not control. We might see a trap later, but we'll see what happens.
Right off the rip, you're going to see 2 players go over towards that hangar side and play through middle map. They're going to try and get control over towards that left side on at least the Lights platform for the time being. 2 up towards the top. 1 will be traded out immediately after the fact. So Finale Gaming, they got on the point first with HeartBreakers. Back and forth we go early on. Octavane finds a kill. Looks to go ahead and fly around towards his right side. Maybe find 1 to 2 more. But Finale Gaming, they've got the majority of the kills in this game thus far. And they've got the hill in their control.
Yeah, I mean, early pressure and early control from Finale. I mean, but we're going to see HeartBreakers. They're going to set up toward top green. They're going to get ready. They're going to ready for all the rotations, everything that's going to have to come through after this. Top green is a huge power position for this map. You can do just about anything from there because you see almost the entire map from it. Anything that's in the building, and the building takes up most of it. But as you can see, Finale has, they've gotten 16 points. Could pick up some scrap here, but that's not the top of their priorities. As they're going to look to get some more map control because honestly, if you look at it, most of the map is technically controlled by the HeartBreakers here. Time is going away of Finale. HeartBreakers only have 3 though on the clock, but look, they're set up here. Oh, just kidding, got smoked. Sloovy on the point. That's huge because now HeartBreakers are spawning out. Any control that they had is gone. Finale is in the point. They got control, and this is top green.
Still early in the game, but Finale Gaming looking fantastic right out of the gates. They break for spawns after getting basically all the hill time in point number 1. 20 seconds have ticked off the clock, and the HeartBreakers will finally get back over towards those P2 spawn sides. However, with 35 seconds left, now you got 10 seconds until you're thinking about rotations, and you're going to see Finale Gaming start to set up, and player number 2, specifically in Slooby, just spawns over towards the back by tools, and now they can set up their middle map hold to make sure that the HeartBreakers can't get across the map and get into P3 without a bit of a contest and a Gunfighter 2 to go their way. As we set up, though, as we continue to set shop, Mercy sitting over by the P4 hill and Trash 04 will find a kill over the top, and that will allow them to start making this push up a little bit further on the map. Mercy gives away his position by finding one. Slooby spawns out, so both teams getting parallels across the map, and now it's a 3-man push, but somehow, some way, Finale Gaming hold back and towards the spawn, and that all came down to player number 1 in Kelso sitting in garage. That's how you block the spawns for the team.
Yeah, here we have the early pressure from Heartbreakers into the hill here. So not quite on there. Finale does maintain control, as you do see a lot of Heartbreakers. They are going to be spawning out because they did get killed. Treasy trying to go big for his team, but is cut down there by Mercy. I mean, he's on the top 5 for a reason. But Treasy's there too, so Mercy comes out on top at least for that one. They're going to see some good stat lines throughout, but right now it's all about the control, all right? It's a hard point, but we're talking control here. And Finale's did a really good job of controlling the map, controlling the spawns. Right now, Heartbreakers could be set up a little bit better for the rotation, but Finale, I mean, they're putting up their 40 points ahead right now. Dior's trying to get some time, doing some great stuff. Kelso with does hop up, get a little buddy hop with the shot. But I mean, here we go. Finale, Heartbreakers, this isn't the easiest point to hold all the way through, but they're going to be able to get something out of it.
At this point, you've been broken for spawns multiple times. If you're the side of the Heartbreakers, you've been able to hold down a little bit of time here and there, but more importantly, it's been really a slaughter of your entire roster with Mercy at 11 and 5. Everybody on the side of Finale Gaming doing their part, whether it be in objective time or finding their way around the map with kills. Dior over the top will be able to find 00 for a quick kill. That'll give them a little bit more progress in the entire hold of middle map. But as Finale Gaming starts to push back through, they've broken Heartbreakers, again, as I said beforehand, for spawns multiple times. Now it's going to be where they have to break them for a hill. And as 2 go down, trades come through, they're going to push to the point. 04, the last one alive, as Kelso's pushing up, and another player from Heartbreakers up towards top green with those power positions, the AR and the submachine guns working in tandem for the side of Heartbreakers to hold down for hopefully another 20 seconds.
Yeah, and we're seeing the lead diminish quite a bit, as it's only to about 10 right now, just over. As Dior's been going big, he might not be on the crazy streak, only picking up his 3rd there, almost gets the 4th on the Kelso, but he's applied some great pressure for the Heartbreakers, at least for this P4. As we're headed over to P5, we are going to see Heartbreakers kind of set up toward it. That's just the natural progression of this, as they kind of block Finale in the back toward where that P3 is. But Finale breaking right through middle map right now. They're going to look to get early control of this hill. We do still have top green pressure. Just kidding, he's dead. So, I mean, you see Finale already in here, already looking to build their lead just a little bit more. As this hill pops, right now they're worried about that pressure and trying to trap Heartbreakers, if not flip them out.
Slaying numbers to be where it's at right now for Finale Gaming, having about a 15-point lead as it stands isn't necessarily a great thing, especially if the side of Heartbreakers can start to turn on the jets with their slaying numbers. Treasy in towards the back. He's got the AR in point in hand. Mercy around the left side with his teammate in tandem trying to break in towards this point, but there we go. Here it is. 04, Dior. They find themselves a couple of kills, and this is where it can get dangerous for the side of Finale Gaming, is when the Heartbreakers start to go ahead and find themselves getting in front of them, at least with kills, but more importantly, getting themselves a lead inside of this game for the first time since 3 seconds went their way in the beginning. Hardpoint, 5 seconds left. Rotations, technically for the side of Finale Gaming on towards the next point, but Heartbreakers, they've got the spawns for P2 if they can hold down this time.
Yeah, the scary thing is Heartbreakers have the lead, and they haven't been doing a ton of slaying until the very end right here. So that's really scary if you're Finale, because Heartbreakers are starting to warm up, they're starting to get going, and this just could snowball out of control here. As we saw them take lead, haven't lost it yet. They're going to build that lead to just about 10 now. As you said, they are going to be kind of set up in this hill, but this is going to be early pressure. Heartbreakers, they don't want to get flipped out here. They want to try to maintain spawns and control for that P2. Last time we went to P2, though, Heartbreakers had initial control, and Finale just as easy. They came in and they broke it out. So P1's going to be a bunch of contest, a bunch of back and forth at the point. Digor does come out on top, gets around the corner, doesn't die. That's huge. I'm going to go down events, maybe try to play just a little bit, maybe a contestation here or there. But I think the story now is the rotation next.
On the first set of hardpoints, it was a side of Finale Gaming that were able to push up through the map and break Heartbreakers out of those spawn holds that they had, even though they didn't get the scrap time secured. So Finale Gaming, well, they got away with 15 to 20 seconds of scrap on P1. We're able to get those backside rotations, and, well, they'll do it once again. They've got 2 players in bricks, but the time going to Heartbreakers for now. Semtech's going to keep the push at bay, and the contest now comes through. Players now going to hop up through top green and be able to flood right on through. Treasy in towards the point, somehow was able to stay alive with 3 players from the side of Finale Gaming pushing forward. 00's there, but Treasy finds one, still is alive somehow, and now looks back over over towards the left. His teammates are back. He gets his third in a row, looking for number 4 on his way towards streaks as well. 30 seconds left. HeartBreakers, they've got the control on the right side of the mini-map, as you see down below. That's going to be your east side of the map, and that's where P3 is set up in that bottom right side of the mini-map, and that's what we talk about on rotations. And folks, it's as simple as that. When you're watching Call of Duty, if you look at the mini-map, it can tell you everything.
Yeah, Treasy went big for his team right there, and that's why he's one of the best players in the K7. We saw him on the list before the map even started. But I mean, as you said, HeartBreakers are gonna have early pressure and control of this as long as they don't pick up that one player in Mercy. He's gonna be in the back. I don't know if they know that he's there, but he can do a lot of damage. Yeah, this is gonna be a big kind of flank from Mercy if he's able to pick up these players. They're not gonna know they're in the back. They're looking for the front. Pinch comes in, Aqueen dies. Players are going to be here for HeartBreakers, though they are able to get him out, but that was plenty of time for his team to apply the pressure. Just kidding, they died. Kelso's going to try to do something, but no, HeartBreakers, they had the control, they got rid of the flank, and here they're getting quite a bit of time and up about 40 in this hard point.
Mercy tried to block the spawn, staying in towards the garage. Unfortunately, though, Finale Gaming, they got wave wiped, and HeartBreakers were able to hold it on strong. It was a 3-on-1 gunfight over towards the back, where he was trying to go ahead and maybe make that flank play work, but he was able to get one. Unfortunately for the side of the HeartBreakers, they've gone and turned this game around. 60-point lead now. Finale Gaming, they look great out of the gates, and all the HeartBreakers, we told you that once they got that flip turned and they started turning on the afterburners, it was going to be pretty much a downhill slope for the side of Finale Gaming from there, and that's exactly what happens. Treasy finds 2, another one pushing out a dark here. They're going to try and rotate over towards this trash hill, and now it's time for Finale Gaming to make the comeback that the HeartBreakers just made onto them. 70-point deficit and hill time for the side of the HeartBreakers. It's continuing to grow, that lead continuing to steadily climb, and Finale Gaming was about a good, maybe first rotation of hardpoint, and then it all fell apart.
Yeah, and this hill in the last rotation is where we saw Dior go really big for his team, so I look for him to do the same here as Finale are going to break through and they're going to start getting some of this time. You're going to see basically all of HeartBreakers come through. I mean, Mercy's in a really good position to really stop this push up through mid-map, as he is able to get one, unable to get the second as Treats. He does have the gun, and he shoots him with it. Oh, that's an assassination. Oh! Glad that we got that double ho. There could only be one person with a 0 in their name in this lobby, and dominance was just asserted, but you're still down by about 60 points. You got to get going. Maybe not the assassination, maybe just shoot him with the gun and get to the point, as HeartBreakers are on it again. And if we look, they are on that left side, so not only are they getting time here, but they're setting themselves up for the future for success, and it's paying dividends.
You know, Trevor, I also gotta say this real quick too. You know, setting up dominance perhaps, but at 19 and 27 compared to 23 and 18 with 36 seconds in the hill, when 00 only has 14 and is struggling in the KD ratio aspect. Right now, you've got yourself a lead, you've got yourself the kill lead, and more importantly, your team is starting to slay out even more. 04, the HeartBreakers, they are looking better than the side of Finale Gaming, and although Finale Gaming is trying to do their might here, I'm not exactly sure what happens, but I've got a nice large scoreboard in my vicinity.
Yeah, and we're good. We're going to see the scoreline out at just around a 233 to a 156. I mean, this is all but over. I mean, Finale's going to have to do something magical here. It's going to have to be better than the 1980s Olympics. They're going to need a miracle on the tanks, not the ice. I think HeartBreakers have the ice, though. Honestly, I think they can close this one out.
Rotation back over towards P1, player number 8 and 6 and 5, all spread out and have an availability to at least set up on power positions for a couple of kills. Slooby takes down one onto 04, but Octane finds a technical trade. As they push back over towards the point, though, it's got to be a quick push here because Treasy just found 2. They've got 2 players left to push, and with 5 seconds left, it's an all-out assault towards Lights. They're not going to be able to do it. Treasy ends on 4. HeartBreakers take map number 1. An early deficit they overcame pretty easily, and eventually took the game by storm. About after that first set of rotations, they'll go up 1-0 in the series, continue their spree of being only 1 loss on the hard points, and they'll go into their best statistical map in mode, Search and Destroy. On what map was it?
It's gonna be Raid.
Raid, thank you. That helps.
Yeah. I mean, we saw HeartBreakers do exactly what they thought. Oh, we didn't see exactly what we thought. They did start out kind of slow. But once they got going, man, they just kept on keeping on. So HeartBreakers, but that was a really big. They won by almost 100 points after being down at 40. I think is what we were at. Down 40, and then you win by almost 100. That is a turnaround if I've ever seen one.
No, it was a great map for map number 1. And you know, I hate to kind of say it, but it's like you start out hot against the Heartbreakers roster that has the caliber to kind of turn it on at any time. And that's the one thing I really wanted to hit home at the very beginning of this Hardpoint, because I knew that the Heartbreakers were going to have at least some sort of run and momentum swing throughout the entirety of the game. And it was on Finale Gaming to read that and try to assert dominance back in their own fashion. But when you start out a game hot, you got to be able to carry the momentum all the way through. A team is going to catch fire eventually in a game unless you are just leaps and bounds better than another team and you 250-0 them or something like that we've seen very rarely, but it's happened beforehand throughout Call of Duty in the last few years. Nonetheless, though, for the set of the Heartbreakers, they take map number 1, they get it done. Now they've got a relatively easy walk through the park with maps number 2 and 3. We said Finale Gaming, their best opportunity to take a game in this series and at least swing this series to 4 games was going to be through that Hardpoint, because the S&D not looking good for them. The Control absolutely not looking good for them. 2-5 on the season in Control, for where the Heartbreakers have only lost 1 at 6-1.
Yeah, and we've already saw what Heartbreaker can do on Garrison, so that's where that Control is going to be. We are guaranteed to see the Control. So we know what they can do. They know the map and they know the power position. I mean, everyone knows the power positions, but they were able to execute. And that's big. That's exactly what you have to do. I'm ready for the Search and Destroy, though. It'd be a great steal if Finale is able to steal this one from Heartbreakers, because I mean, Heartbreakers has not dropped that Search and Destroy map. And Raid is such a classic Search and Destroy map. I'm so happy that we got to get it in the rotation this year and that we get to cast over it together, Corn. I mean, come on.
But no, I will say this, it's going to be much more of an outstanding show than what we saw from the Miami Search and Destroy. That was quite literally sit back and wait for a player to start pushing up the map for about a minute until you have about 30 seconds left in the round to make a move happen. Felt like I was watching Rainbow Six Siege in that regard, but this is completely different. Now we've got an opportunity on Raid to have a classic matchup in Search and Destroy. The Heartbreakers, they've got the momentum, and the voice in my head that tells me everything that runs the production here. What are we looking like in our lobby? Okay, so we're waiting on one player to say that we're ready. So that means no breaks. That means action soon. And that also means that an opportunity for the Finale Gaming roster to come back and tie this one up 1-1. Again, as I said beforehand, it's going to be difficult, but it's possible. Anything is possible, especially as we get down to the end of the season. Trevor touched on it beforehand. Heartbreakers, they'd be the only team in K7 history to go through an entire regular season undefeated with an 8-0 record. If they win this series tonight, well, they're trying to make that a reality, and they're trying to give that storyline much more faith, much more hasty. And I lied. We're going to go to a break. So when we get back, map number 2, Raid, Search, and Destroy. We'll be back with you for K7 Season 3.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now I'll find you in my dreams. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head.
Showdown, map number 1, Nightmare. That's not a team. Heartbreakers, that is a team. That was the worst intro of all time, Trevor. That was terrible.
You know what? Here, here we go. Map 2. All right, finale. Heartbreakers. Right in. Here we go. Mid-map nades.
I like that. You take it in stride, Trevor. Take everything in stride. That's my word of advice for the night to everybody. Take everything in stride. But Sloovy, middle map, looking for one potential player. I believe he doesn't actually spot the player at water steps. So they've got mid-map control in their favor. Octane inside of the kitchen, waiting, playing his life, and they're going to try and wrap this one over towards the A site with player number 1 in middle map, waiting for a player to pop out. So Kelso's in middle, 2 and 4 over towards A. They're going to get this one down as Octane comes around the corner. Kelso gets caught with his pants down, looking the wrong way. Now it's a 2 versus 2 for the retake over towards the site. Player number 8, middle. Player number 6, middle. Interesting setup for the side of Finale Gaming, but it's basically on par with what we normally will see. Stun check will find 1. Player number 4 and towards the top bedroom, looking around the corner. Doesn't spot anything in that little peeky, cheeky angle. However, now it's going to be Sloovy wrapping through the middle map, and this could be huge. They get some shots over towards the top player, but they don't expect them to be coming down water steps. However, they turn immediately, so now they can either hop the bomb or hop up in towards the window. Oh, Double O is there. Octane's got to get in towards the window. He's got to find the kill. He's not able to do it. That's going to be the round win for the side of Finale Gaming, starting us off hot here once again. Exactly what they did inside of the hard play.
Yeah, I mean, I think in spirit, Heartbreakers win it, but on the scoreboard, that's all for Finale, as they're able to get the bomb down, and they stopped the defuse there. I almost think you body block, not necessarily body block, but I don't know if I send one up to the window there. I think you just watch it and put down shots if he tries to chow. Either way, I mean, Finale did it. They did exactly what they need to do. Setups, I mean, pretty on par. Kelso, unfortunate that he did get caught there in the middle of the map to lose the man advantage, but hey, you got the round win, and that's all that really matters in the end of it. Octane has yet to die though, on the side that's actually down on the scoreboard. Looks like we're gonna see a quick A push from the side of Heartbreakers.
Kelso's got to be careful here. If he gets caught out in Tiki with, I mean, he's going to be in a world of trouble, but he comes back around the corner. Octane, I mean, he escaped with his life for the time being, but the headshot comes through, so trade now. Sloovy falls, Treasy there with the Krig, and he'll be weak as well. Heartbreakers have 3 pushed over towards A, but they don't have bomb in hand. Now here comes the pinch from middle map, but as Treasy takes one down on the 0-0, they trade back to 2 versus 2 once again, and now from the water steps, here comes player number 3 in Mercy. He'll try to find the angle, but 0-4 wise enough not to peek out wide, looking for the player over towards Tiki, and here comes Kelso once again on the reach out. Doesn't see anything over towards the left, but it's going to be Treasy down below who gets some shots on the Kelso, and that's going to be able to make him slide out into the water for the time being. Has to back up all the way to basketball court because now the push can commence, but it's only 35 seconds left. He's got to be careful.
Yeah, and 0-4 is going to die as he tries to go for that bomb, so now we're going to have a 1v2 all up to Treasy. He's going to be in and around Tiki. Mercy, though, with the shots, able to get it. Finale Gaming goes up 2-0 in the search and destroy. Treasy gets put in kind of a hard situation there. His teammate dies trying to pick up the bomb to get planted because that's one of the objectives, believe it or not, in Search and Destroy is to plant the bomb. Treasy unable to get it done in the 1v2. What can you do stuck in Tiki? It's a tough spot to be in when you don't even have the bomb planted yet. But Finale Gaming, that's exactly what they want to do against a team who has yet to lose the Search and Destroy is go up 2-0. Huge, big, crazy dubs. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Last time they were able to push through middle map, and well, it worked out for them at the very end of it, but it was closely contested all the way through. They're going to take bomb through middle map, might slide into Art here, and that's exactly what will happen. Kelso up towards the top window. This is what I like to see. Bomb, if it does get taken down, it'll be in a great spot where they can go ahead and just catch it back again, but Dior on the flank will be able to find one. Takes a shots onto Mercy, and Mercy was just looking towards his left because all 3 players from the side of Heartbreakers were pushed up. Now here's a bit faster of a push. Sloovy found 2, tried to make it possible in the 1 versus 4, but a quick round win. Middle map wasn't contested at all from the offensive side. Allowed Dior to sneak on through, and that's a round win for the Heartbreakers to at least give themselves on the scoreboard here in map number 2.
Dude, Dior picked up that Krig out of the air. I don't know if you saw it or not, but he killed him with the 74U and then like grabbed the Krig to get those second shots, and he picked it up in the air to shoot the guy. So that was kind of a cool time.
It's like
there
that one
to pick
Halo video that like from back in the day where he throws the nade and then the sniper just comes flying to him from out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, it's exactly what it was like. It was super cool to see, and they got the round off of it, so that's even cooler. As they do kind of knock into that lead, we're gonna have a couple players getting kind of dicey here. Sloovy tries to get groovy, does fall. Mercy comes out on top though, and it's all up to 0-4 and a 1v2 now as he gets that one, but shots are immediately down on him. This is the tough spot. Can he do it? No, he cannot. Get shot going toward the van. Finale Gaming up 3-1.
Another good round for the side of Finale Gaming, and it all came down to Mercy making this huge two-piece here. Octane, Dior both slide on through. Don't check that right side of the ring. It just can't. That's just one of those things. If you don't check the right side when you slide on through, or you don't check a corner where you don't think someone might be, it's a spot that a lot of people are going to play. You might as well check it as you're sliding across it to at least find the kill. And while they were just more worried about getting all the way through over towards Laundry, they pay the price for it and then go down yet another round. So what was an opportunity for HeartBreakers to tie up at 2 apiece after the first blood came through, Finale Gaming once again takes advantage of a misplay from the set of HeartBreakers, and they're back on top by 2 rounds. Push over towards A, once again coming through. It's going to be up to Dior to maybe be the first on the defense here to cut down a couple of players.
Yeah, gets caught in a tough position as 0-0 is going to be able to get him there, heading up those steps. Octane looking to get shots for his teammate, maybe try to get a trade, but unable to do so. So we are going to have a 3v4 because Finale Gaming picked up the first blood. 0-4 is going to try to get Kelso and absolutely beams him from that top window there. Subi in the back, trying to rotate back around. 0-0 does fall. Now we have a 1v2 HeartBreakers with the lead. Sloovy up at the top, looking to see if he can get Treasy here as he peeks up from the side of Tiki. Shots are going to be taken down, but we got a couple players left. 4 HeartBreakers. All I got to do is chow this right, chow this good, and they can get it.
Well, Sloovy doesn't have the bomb. He's making a wrap to the back of his spawn. They're still going to think he's over towards bedroom, but Octane playing a great spot middle map should be able to catch the player and Sloovy off guard if he does go through middle map. But I'm like to play through pillars and could check his right side corner here, and this would be huge. He does, and he finds Octane around Sloovy. A fantastic play, gets him the first kill. Treasy finds him coming around the corner, and Sloovy wins a 1 versus 2. The jump shots are there, 4-1 lead, and oh, he was looking. No, he wasn't AFK. He was watching the flank throughout the entire round. He was watching the flank back at the very beginning to make sure nobody could come through. Wrapped over to B, found some shots, but more importantly, that play through pillars just won them the round. And not only because he caught the player of Octane off guard, if he's going to make a rotation there, HeartBreakers are thinking he's going to either go through middle map or bedroom, not wrap all the way around with just 35 seconds left.
Absolutely nutty. That's all I got to say, man. Nuts. As they go up 4-1 against an undefeated Search and Destroy team. This is exactly what you need to do. This would be a hell of a steal for Finale if they're able to get the Search and Destroy. But they have to win 2 more rounds, and HeartBreakers started slow in the hard point. Did they start slow in the search? Can they bring it back? Sloopy gets the first blood though.
We've seen comebacks before. Kelso in the corner. Octane shots there. Doesn't check his right side, but he does, but somehow escapes with his life. Player number 3 wise enough not to challenge out in the middle map where there's a player number 6 waiting with a Krig over the top. They're going to get this one down over towards A in the 2 versus 2, or at least we're going to for the second. Now it'll come through. Jabaited us, jabaited everybody else, but not himself. 45 seconds left on the clock now. 2 and 3 now need to wisely rotate back on over, and they're playing relatively spread out here, at least in the angles that they're watching. But player number 3 going to wrap back to Sloovy in the back, so they're going to be able to play this in a retake situation. Post plant push from the HeartBreakers, looking great thus far. Treasy Octane just playing those long range angles with the Krig.
Information spotted. Shots on to Mercy, all up to Sloovy now in 1v2. He's got to get the kill and he's got to get the defuse. Has about 18 seconds to do so. Octane's going to be right there at his left corner. Does he check it? Yes, he does. Gets the kill off the Treasy. We've seen this a few times. Treasy nowhere to be found. Player should be able to hop the bomb. He's going to have to hop it. He's going to have to challenge. That is a textbook play there by Treasy. Going down over toward the steps there. Peeks it when there's enough time only left to defuse. Big brain plays by Treasy. Unfortunate that Octane does get caught out, but I mean your teammate secured it, and that's all that needs to happen there. HeartBreakers take a round back.
I mean, that just starts with great shots there from Treasy with the Krig in the 2 versus 2. Makes it a 2 versus 1 for the side of the HeartBreakers, and then once again, you pointed it out, 3 in a row now for Treasy, but makes a great play to get all the way over to the water steps and know where he planted the bomb at and be able to win that round in a 1 versus 1. So, Finale Gaming, they go down, and we've seen comebacks before in S&D. Will HeartBreakers be able to do something about it? Well, Dior up and towards Art, going to be able to spot 1, looks to the staircase for the second, but the trade is there. So 3 versus 3. Dior has been that aggressor the entire map, that a BZ-type player that's going to get up in your face and find those first bloods for your team the majority of the time in the S&Ds. And, well, as Treasy finds 2 here in the round, that's 5 in a row. You give Treasy 2 more kills, that's going to be streaks, Trevor. In S&D, on Raid, one of the most open maps that we play S&D on inside of Cold War.
Yeah, if you want streaks in S&D, you want it on Raid because I mean, he makes the shots look like a cheat code, man. I mean, he just sees a guy, beams a guy. All it takes. He missed like 2 shots there out of both of those kills. That's exactly what you want to see from somebody like Treasy with that AR in hand. That is why he was the second ranked player in terms of KD. Look at him now; he's 8-4. That will do it for you, ladies and gentlemen. Treasy is on that 5 spree. Let's see if he can pick up 2 more for the streaks. That'll be very interesting. They got to win this offense, though, to tie it up 4-4.
Keep on board with him. Shots over the top. Treasy will find one. Treasy gets gunned by Kelso, so there it is. The heartbreaking buzzkill comes through. 2-2 now as we go in the rest of the round. And as Finale Gaming up 4-3, now is an opportunity for Heartbreakers not only to tie up the search and destroy, but win 3 rounds in a row. 0-4 doesn't realize that Mercy is directly down below him over towards the white band, but Octane, he's just playing an angle. Knows that a player might be there, but they're just going to be playing over towards Art together. 0-4 backs off. Octane spotted out inside of the corner. Mercy going to be chilling up towards the top window. And what will play number 3 and Mercy's going to play number 5 and 0-4 do? He'll wrap over towards A for a free plant. 0-4 making the play that Treasy made the round beforehand to rotate to where the players were not. He'll get this down, and play number 3 is going to be like, how the hell did he get over there that fast?
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to see. Great play by 0-4. Don't take the chow. Dude's got a hot gun. He just killed your teammate. Back up. Get the plant. Play the retake. It's a 1v1. If you plant the bomb, that means you know where the other guy has to go. This is intense. As Mercy's going to try to wrap. 0-4 could get caught out here. Let's see what happens.
It's going to be sneaky. Here comes Mercy. 0-4, he might just get the best timing in the world. Mercy's gonna come around the corner. Shots are there. Heartbreakers win. Tie game in the S&D at 4 apiece. 2 more rounds for either team will get them the win. But if you're Finale Gaming after being up 4-1 now, where's your composure? Where's your head at in this situation? Heartbreakers, they're 6-0 for a reason, Trevor. Excuse me, 7-0 for a reason, Trevor.
Yeah, and that shows exactly they have the resilience. Most teams go down 1-4. It's chalk. They lost full. Heartbreakers, no, it's time to bring it back, guys. All right, Treasy, start beaming. We got it. You don't get the streaks, but you get pretty close. Kelso's going to have the bomb for his team as they're going to head over toward B. Seen this a couple times. Treasy trying to get the shots. Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge those from Slooby as he is going to try to beam Mercy there out of Art there. I lost my words.
Oh, you're good. This is a game where you can lose your words, and it's going to be completely okay because there's not much to say when the Heartbreakers have won 3 consistent rounds in a row, and 0-0 up towards the top, and he gets some shots there onto Octane, makes a beautiful play. The movement in hand right there goes to show where the skill gap is inside of Cold War. As Treasy's up top with that Krig, takes a look over towards the right, and well, Slooby's there, gets picked off, and Treasy at 10-5 here in the S&D, 8-6 for 0-4. Everybody else, you know, getting the amount of kills that they kind of need to put themselves back in a position. But we had a point to where some of the players from the Heartbreakers were down bad throughout the entirety of this. But now it's on to Dior to make the play here in a 1 versus 2. We're going to hop inside to Art. Bomb will go down. He might be able to sneak around the side here. He's going to go up towards the top stairs, Krig in hand. Better than having a 74U in this position. Spots out Kelso to the left. Now they have the information on where Dior is going to be playing from. 0-0 there. Double chow towards the top. Kelso top ring finds the kill. There it is. Finale Gaming 5-4 up. Match point for them. An opportunity to tie the series up 1 apiece. Will it come to fruition, or can Heartbreakers once again have the composure to bring it back?
I mean, we've seen him bring it back from 1-4, but I mean, this is intense, man. All they have to do is they can't lose another finale. It only takes 1 to do it, and we've seen them take 5 so far. It's very doable. We've seen some great rounds. Heartbreakers are going to be on the offense. That means they have to plant the bomb as well as trying to win the map here. I'm sure you can just kill everybody, but there's going to be a lot of pressure. Treasy is going to play this. He's played this spot a couple times, and to success, Octane gets the first blood. That's big. First blood on the attack when you're down 4-5 is huge. Oh, and gets the jump chow from Decoy there. He is that aggressor, and he does it well. Treasy, man, that is not okay. Absolutely beams the poor man all up to Kelso in the 1v4. Heartbreakers, again, they just flip that switch, and Kelso is unfortunately on the other side of those guns.
Here comes Kelso. Krig in hand. Has to be a miracle. 1 versus 4, and he's got to make this play quickly. Although we'll be around 11 after the fact. Heartbreakers, a flawless round thus far. Continues to be flawless throughout and through. Round 11, ladies and gentlemen. It is one of those times where you're looking at the Heartbreakers saying, you might lose an S&D.
Yeah, I mean, Heartbreakers, they got to do it. They got to get twisted. They have to hold it to keep their undefeated record in S&D. That's something that in itself is an accolade that you want. And I mean, they're the only ones that could do it. All up to them as they try. They are going to have the defense here. They're not going to have to plant the bomb. But Digor's going to get aggressive here. He's going to see what he can get. A bunch of players playing toward Ring. You got number 3 on an island. Octane in there. Unable to get the first
Great
blood.
kill.
0 does get it. Great kill there. You are right. 3v4 for for the side of Finale.
It's going to be on Treasy to equalize it here. Treasy, shots on the 0-4. Nobody there. Now it's got 3 players challenging over towards the right. It's all up to Dior now in a 1 versus 4. There it is. Heartbreakers lose their first S&D of the year. Finale Gaming, a 2-5 record on S&D, beat the Heartbreakers in their best mode. Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing a breakdown.
I said it before, that it's going to have to be a steal, and man, did they steal it there. I mean, we saw great stuff from both teams, but Finale comes out on top for the win, 6-5, search and destroy. That's, ladies and gentlemen, that's the series tied 1-1. That guarantees us a map for Hardpoint. Like I said, I don't think Heartbreakers have seen a map 5, but Finale is looking to do it. We're going to see how this control goes. We're going to be back to Garrison, though. We saw the dominance from Heartbreakers on Garrison in the hardpoint. Does it translate? I don't know. Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Well, I'm glad I didn't take the bet for a 3-0 for the side of the Heartbreakers here. Before this was over, we were going to put some money on it, but wisely, I said to myself, no, Finale Gaming has what it takes to at least take 1 map off the side of the Heartbreakers, so luckily enough, I'm not out $5 here, and Kyle, oh, he wishes I would have said 3-0 all the way. But folks, we're going to take a quick break. Garrison Control up next after we take about a 30 to 60 second intermission.
Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die. Looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me. Sparks will fly. If we scream no, this is not how we're gonna go. We are the ones who will never let go. Just watch us roll till no one knows. We'll never grow. Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die. Looking through the eyes of a brand new life. And so just find me, just find me. Sparks will fly. If we scream no, this is not how we're gonna go. We are the ones who will never let go. Just watch us roll till no one knows. We'll never grow.
Tied series 1-1. Heartbreakers Losing round 5 S&D to Finale Gaming, and now we go to Garrison, where we started on map number 1. Finale Gaming, they started off hot here in that hard point, but it was the side of HeartBreakers that were able to come back after that first set of rotations to put the exclamation point on a statement win. Time now for the HeartBreakers on the right side, Finale Gaming on the left side, and, well, folks, it's going to be a bit interesting here, but I believe we might have a bit of a scoreboard glitch going on, so we're not going to be able to see player number 5. So we've got 3 on the right side that we're going to be able to see. We're not going to be able to see, I believe that's going to be 0-4's score line throughout the entirety of the game, but that should be fine. 2-0 to start off, 2 spree, looking for a couple more and maybe some streaks.
Gary, quite contrary. Let's see what we can do on this map. 0-4 is, he's at 3-0. We can't see the score, but it's there on the bottom. Dude hadn't died yet. He's got 3 and he's dead. That's the caster's curse for you. Say you hadn't died and they die. That's usually about how that works. Finale Gaming on the attacking side. They haven't quite gotten a tick yet, as we do see some really good map control from HeartBreakers. 0-4 there. He is the reason really they haven't gotten the tick. He was pushed up so far, and on a streak, and Digor's looking to push up too. I mean, this map control is huge for control. We saw them do it very well in the hard point, so to be able to do it in the control is big. I mean, there are set spawns. You can't get out of there if you get stuck. Kelso trying to do something for his team, so is Luby. He does hop into the point here as they are going to try to get onto the B, but not much is going to come from it. About 17 seconds left, trying to get there to stop it, but it is not looking good.
Will fall over towards B. They've got at least one player pushed up and contested on it. However, Octane will be able to find the kill. Drop shot comes through, and kill finds. By the way, it's for you. Dior middle map onto Mercy. Looks for one more around the corner. Slooby escapes with his life because Dior is like, I'm not going to chom a bit weak. And Kelso finds himself over the top. Slooby there as well. They got 2 players stacked on the point, but the contest is there. So now mid-map help comes through. The pinch play is available. Kelso around the corner. Octane finds another 3 in a row. It was 4 in a row for Kelso, but now Mercy trying his hand at a couple of kills. And that's going to be the game pretty much here sealed and done for the side of Finale Gaming. They've got about 1.7 seconds. They've got to get all players from the side of Finale Gaming down, rather the HeartBreakers down, and well, that won't happen. 1-0 HeartBreakers in the control.
I mean, HeartBreakers did exactly what they ended on there on Garrison. Search and Destroy didn't go their way, so they had to take up that pin-up aggression, take it out there on Finale for the first round of the control. But that was the defense. All right, yeah, the calling card's right there. Press F because that was a quick one. F. Finale does fall. But they're going to have the defense this time. HeartBreakers needs to break through on the offense. Can they do it? I'm not sure. Let's find out. I didn't want that much of a cliffhanger.
We got 1 round on the board, so that's good, I guess, at the very least. But as we try to figure out what the hell is happening, we're going to kick it to a quick break. Sorry about that, folks. We'll be back.
Stranded in the open, dried out tears of sorrow.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky. Where am When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
A night plagued by long breaks and whatnot, and everything to go along with that. We've got HeartBreakers, I believe, still up 1-0 inside of the control here. Finale Gaming down 0-1 overall in this garrison, but series tied 1-1. My name is McCormick, alongside myself is Trevor. We're finally back on garrison control. It took about 20 minutes, it seems like, to finally get everything back underway, but here we are, folks. It's go time once again.
Go time indeed, as Treasy is right there on the tank, on the hop up, shooting people in the faces. They're instantly going to head over to this A side, which is something that I personally love to see. I've seen it done to success, especially when they stack it and already have a tick. That tick to fall back on, even if you have the kind of default over to B, number 3 swoops in right as I say it. Nice timing. Thank you, 0-4, for that one. So pressure already at A with the tick. 0-4 frying people. Oh, got wrecked by the guy up top green. Good pressure in the beginning.
Dior finds 2 quick kills, and he's on his way to B. Players in the spawn, though, for the HeartBreakers. They're just trying to break out for the time being, and somehow Mercy almost wins a huge gunfight there onto 0-4, but 1 tick over towards A, trying to make a second one over at B possible. Dior waiting for a couple players to push through top green. Here's Sloovy. Sloovy finds 1, backs off, contest once again over towards his A, or rather than his site. They don't want to give this up right away. They want to continue to just work this very, very aggressively, but at the same time, they're just trying to do whatever they can in order to make sure they have map progress and, more importantly, map pressure throughout and through. And then Lights, one's going to come around the corner. 0-0's there. 0-4. 0-4 with the team kill, and then a final kill there on a player that slid through the Lights, but Finale Gaming, they're holding on at least a little bit in the contest.
Yeah, and HeartBreakers got nades for days going there into Light. As they're looking to contest, looks like B may finally be captured here, as they are going to get it, which is really nice because they already have the 1 ticket progression to fall back on toward that A site as they look to rotate over. 0-4 is going to try to do something, does get taken down there by Kelso. Mercy is waiting in this corner, does push out the top green there. Treasy, it might be some easy pickings for him, and it is there as Treasy does try to turn on him, but just unable to close it out. Here we have some really good map pressure from Finale Gaming. They're pushed up to mid. We got a player top green, and HeartBreakers just having a tough time getting out of their spawn.
Minute 20 seconds left. 2 ticks needed over towards A. Sloovy, line of defense, sitting there with a Krig up towards top green. 0-4 finds 1. Trade comes through. 3-on-3 back over towards the point. Mercy will fall down and somehow finds the kill. Unfortunately, though, a team kill is there as well. And they're going to spawn close over towards Lights while the rest of the HeartBreakers roster are now starting to push up. Minute left. 8-8 in life count. Completely tied at this point. All it comes down to now is, can HeartBreakers make a great push over towards that A site, get a couple of down, and then be able to stack the point? It looks like that's going to happen. With 50 seconds left, you can also just play lives here and be able to find the win in that way as well.
Yeah, methodically picking up that kill. We do have a 7 versus 3 right now. Only a couple respawns left, and there's 2 for Finale. This is all but HeartBreakers are going to have a little bit of struggle here, as Sloovy is going to come through in this 2v5. There's about 40 seconds left, so plenty of time to work with if you're HeartBreakers. All you gotta do is clean up 2 people on the map. The Sloovy is in a tough position. Does get dropped down by Treasy. Who else but Treasy to do it? Kelso does fall. HeartBreakers advance. Scoreboard says 1-0, but they are up 2-0 in this control.
Defense and an offensive win back-to-back. Offense, though, much more impressive in that regard. Key to Light's relatively close, but they come away with the advantage still at the end, and that's going to be a great part if they want to, or if they get to a map 5, or rather a round 5. I don't think it's going to happen, but Finale Gaming needs to be wary that the HeartBreakers now, with 2 round wins under their pocket, they've had a good life advantage in both of the rounds that they've won so far. So with Finale Gaming looking to go ahead and make one final push here in the control, potentially to win a round on the offensive side, it's going to be much more difficult here with the HeartBreakers on defense.
Yeah, we saw them pretty handily win the defense before we had to take the quick break with the lobby drop. So I look for them to do the exact same thing. We are going to see Finale head over toward this A site to try to do exactly what, or maybe they use it for some control. They don't fully commit to it. They get mid-map, and maybe they start, but Treasy is there with the shots too. So we got a couple players top green, or at least around it. Never mind, they're all dead. It's just Kelso in that position now. Defender's taken away from A, but we got some stuff going on at B. Not quite a full tick yet. Ogfane does pick up the kill onto Sloovy. Probably going to step in to contest there and lay down some shots. Able to pick them up. So this is looking pretty good so far. Pretty even lives. Definitely in a really good spot there. Does get taken down. I like what I'm seeing.
A zone cleared on out. B zone cleared as well. No contention, no progress for the set of Finale Gaming. Leads to the point now where they're starting to push up. Octane will play below, checks for the second player in Mercy, saw him fly on 5. That's great trigger discipline there, but as they look for one more over towards the Lights plat, they'll be able to do so there. The last one goes down. 4 fall for Finale Gaming, and now the spawn trap can come through for the side of the Heartbreakers. Pushing right on up, looks to the left, has to check to his right, but there's going to be 2 players starting to make this push play here. Nobody there, 0-4 backs off, and they're just going to play this from middle.
0-4 does get picked up there by Kelso as he's looking through to try to push up mid-map here, get over back toward B, see if they can continue their progression there. Only about 27 seconds left on the clock. Mockbane is going to pick up one player there mid-map. He's going to look for a couple more. Maybe kind of play this pinch there with his teammates for that Lights position. I mean, Sloovy knew exactly what was going to come. Now we got Treasy and a couple other players. 4 Heartbreakers going to try to push out to clear them off of this B site. They're not on it right now. 19 seconds left, but they are close. They can get there. This is very doable to extend this map. But Dior putting the pressure. This is exactly what they want to do. 10 seconds left. They could get in for the contest, but Treasy with the shots is going to stop them from doing that. Number 8's their only chance in Sloovy, but he's not going to quite make it. No, he ain't going to make it. Heartbreakers win the control 3-0. And they're going to advance 2-1 on the series.
Right around there from the side of the Heartbreakers, they go ahead and advance 3-0 inside the VAR control, and that means they have a 2-1 series lead. Finale Gaming once again backs against the wall. This time, though, it's for the series, not just a map. As we know all too well, the Heartbreakers, they love to capitalize on very, very small mistakes from teams. They love to be able to close out the series without having to go to a map number 5. And as we saw in our first hard point between both of these two teams, well, the Heartbreakers, they're a bit better of a respawn team overall than the Finale Gaming roster is, and, well, that's once again apparent inside the control as well. So a 3-0 victory for the set of the Heartbreakers. Next up for our best of 5 series, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking a stroll down to a map we don't always play too often here in a lot of best of 5 series. It's Apocalypse for map number 4.
So you guys can't see it, but on the feed we have players just running off of the map, killing themselves as they wait for the lobby to reset. So that's a funny thing to see. So many team kills going down. Look at all the aggression. I wish you guys could see it. It's pretty fun. But no, this Apocalypse will be fun. I guess we could probably throw it to a quick break because they're still on the map. I promise, I hope this one is just another quick break as we don't have hope. Pray to the COD gods for no lobby issues. And we'll be right back with this Apocalypse hardpoint.
empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking.
Map number 4, Apocalypse Hardpoint. Once again, I said beforehand, a map that we don't typically see in a lot of rotation, just because being a new map to the rotation, not as many teams know how to play it. And number 2, the spawns can sometimes be just a bit fluky. However, folks, Finale Gaming now down 1-2 in the series. HeartBreakers in the driver's seat at series point. They win this, they win it all. And that means they stay undefeated throughout the entire season at an 8-0 point, something that has never been done before in K7. My name is McCormiel. Trevor alongside me. Let's get map number 4 underway, shall we?
Yeah, and as we're going to see, the teams are going to run right toward that first hill. We're probably going to see some players from Finale kind of hang back a little bit, though. I don't want to give up the spawns all the way because the next hill can be kind of a money hill. And they're going to need the money, man, because last time they couldn't buy the hard point, losing that first scoreline by almost 100. But here we're going to see early pressure in the hill. Not too much. A Heartbreaker, maybe they're probably going to set up, try to do something. Look at number 8 on the mini-map, though. He's coming and could get that rotation. Wins the big one-on-one. That's big for his team. He's going to look back, try to secure the spawns. Unable to win the second one. Octave, poor guy. Tried to put in so much work. Oh, Dior's there to back him up. That's exactly what they wanted to do. Sure, you're getting up some point on P1, but you are set up for P2.
The map hardpoint. This is almost what we saw identically to map number 1. Finale Gaming get a nice little start there, and then they were able to break the spawn side for P number 2. But this time, it's going to be decided for Heartbreakers, who are over towards P2, ready and waiting. There it is. There's Trazy. Semtex over the top is going to be able to find a couple on the Sloovy. There's Trazy with 2. 3 in a row for 04 as well. Looking for streaks early on here in map number 4. We'll see what they can do in order to try and break this point.
Yeah, this one can be tough because, I mean, look, you got number 5, number 8. That's Treasy and Octave, too. I mean, arguably the better guys on the team when it comes to holding down a point. Dior with the pressure, and that's exactly what he's doing. Applying pressure, getting kills, gets 1, gets 2. Not quite the 3rd as 00 is able to get it. But look who's there for it. Treasy. Treasy with the trade, man. He's got him. He's got the back. Kind of like Shaq. But here we're going to have Mercy trying to do something there. We said we're probably going to see a full 60 here from Heartbreakers unless they step off at the very end to try to get some sort of rotation. Finale, it looks like they're going to chalk the last push and just kind of set up 4 mid-map to try to catch them on the rotation.
Mercy over towards P4. Not exactly where they're going to be just yet. Down under TV station is the mainstay for point number 3, and as Dior is up towards top, working his way out towards Chicken Coop, and the backside spawns. Kelso will be there, ready and waiting, Craig in hand. And they'll take down that kill, so they're in the point now for the first about 5 seconds. Shots around the left side there onto Sloovy. Will take the gunfight and take him down with him. And as Finale Gaming now start to make their break back in towards this point, it's very chaotic all around the map, and as Mercy is at the hands of Octane there, Finale Gaming, they've got about 15 seconds of time in their favor.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're going to want to do here because they do have the deficit now. They're about 20 down. 2 Heartbreakers who did manage to get that full 60 on the last. But I mean, there's so much pressure already here. 04 has been great at applying pressure on this P3. Kelso trying to do something for his team. Finale able to hold it on. They're looking to take this lead back with the rest of this hill. But look at the rotations. You're sending 3-4 people, 4 Heartbreakers over to next just to try to secure it. And there's a kill that'll help them do it. This should give them spawns, and we're gonna see number 7 in that kind of nice long angle there, watching this alley in this weird elbow-shaped map. I actually kind of like it because we get weird angles like this. He does fall though. Number 3 looking to do some damage. Kelso able to do it. Number 2 in the point 4 Finale on the rotation. Everything that Heartbreakers tried to do fails. As we have Finale just run right through mid, get a couple kills in there. There's Sloovy on his 5 spree. He dies, but he was getting there. He applied the pressure that he needed to.
Dior finds 2 quick kills, almost is able to find the 3rd there onto Kelso, but now Finale Gaming, they've got the spawns over towards Turtle, as well as about a 20-point lead. Here come the Heartbreakers, though, back in towards the point. They break past 70, looking for a couple more kills. It's Treasy there with 2, 3, all 4 go down. Treasy, a man, raining hell from heaven above. And as he continues this spree, he looks back towards middle map, trying to find the rest of these 3 kills for potential streaks. Doesn't see the player up towards top TV, but should be able to find him here in a second. No. They get Treasy off the 4, but he's able to go big for his roster, big for his team, and more importantly, give them the advantage in this game in terms of kills. And not only that, score as well. They're rotated over towards P5 with the spawns.
Yeah, they lost the lead for like a couple seconds, but here they have it back, and they're, like you said, set up for the rotation, have the spawns for it. They're back in it, ladies and gentlemen. Or, I mean, they were never out of it, but they're back in the driver's seat. Is probably a better way to phrase that. Dior, again, applying that pressure up in their faces. Spawns are going to flip out. For Finale, that's okay if you're looking long game, but they can't really play long game with a team like HeartBreakers, because we've seen HeartBreakers string hills together, and they're able to do it as they've been in this one basically the whole time. Some pressure might come through from Sloovy, and okay, they get the break, they get it, but that almost works out for HeartBreakers as there's only about 20 seconds left. They're going to be set up and ready.
Scrap time locked up. HeartBreakers with the P2 rotations and mid-map control for the time being. Octane wins another huge one right there to spawn them even further back over towards P number 4. And as P5 winds down to a close, our attention's wrapped back into middle map, where Kelso's trying to find a couple players from the side of the HeartBreakers, but Dior, he'll get the best of him once again as Octane is 1-2 for Dior, and, well, they've got middle map control all solidified. Beforehand, it was bits and fragments. Now it's all in their favor, and they're racking up so much of that tasty time.
Oh, 0-4 with the 2 big kills there to help secure that kind of rotation to next. He's gonna post up there. They are able to do some damage up at the top. He's gonna try to pick up these couple players. He didn't even have to. His teammates do it. He might chow for Kelso, unable to get him, but does finally get him. Or his teammate might get him there for him, as it is Octane kind of taking the kill from his teammate, but that's fine. Team's got it. You're up 20. Min-map control, and still have the rotation for P2. He's got to hold on to it. Keep clearing these waves, push them back even further, and you're going to be set up for a potential another full 60, which will put them well above the 200-point mark, kind of. So that's exactly what HeartBreakers are going to do. Finale looking to get the mid-map pressure, try to get as much time as they can. They're down by about 40 points again. That's been the story just about the whole time, except for when they managed to take the lead for a couple of seconds. But HeartBreakers set up for P2, and, well, they held a full 60 last time.
Treasy finds 2. Backline of defenses for the HeartBreakers holding strong, and now a middle map. They're just looking for one more player, and it's going to be 00, who hops over the wall, somehow able to find 2, and that's the break that they needed. They're inside the point now with about 45 seconds left, and they can start breaking through the front door here. Now it's on the side of the HeartBreakers to bounce back with a couple kills of their own. Mercy, Kelso there. Mercy falls, and that'll do it. 30 seconds of time left. Finale Gaming, they want to push back towards this hill. They want to make it hard for the side of HeartBreakers to get the scrap time and at least contest for a little bit, but they want to maintain those spawns over towards P3, and it's a balance that you have to be able to hold in your mindset as a team and say, okay, what are we going to do? Because look what happens. They break back. They try to get the contest in. It works for them. They get scrap time, but they give the side of HeartBreakers the spawns over towards P3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, that's going to be big because we saw HeartBreakers get a lot of time off of this 3, 4, and 5. I think Finale did get quite a bit off of 3. That may have been when they overtook that lead there, maybe onto the 4. But there were heavy contests all the way through. It's not like they ran away with it by any means. Only up by about 20 now as we head to this P3 for the side of HeartBreakers. But they're getting the kills, they're clearing the waves, and they're set up for it. You got Finale spawning deep, and kind of all lined up for them. HeartBreakers looking to do something, looking to just clear them off as they reach the 200-point mark. Can't win it here. Can technically win it off of any of the forthcoming hills, but they're still just soaking up time in this hill.
Mercy now pushing through, slides in, finds one behind. 04 is there, but here is his teammates to go ahead and maybe help. Getting towards that time just a bit more. 212, 150, the scoreline as we stand. The HeartBreakers looking to push back in, but Finale Gaming not out of this one yet. Usually closely contested on Apocalypse. Still the same situation here, but they're still down by about 70, looking for an out and an in back into this game. Mercy, Sloovy, 00, downfall 4. Here come them over towards P4 as well. Player number 8, it's going to be Octane, the last one alive. He'll fall, and this is great. This is an opportunity now to get back into this game because you were over towards P3. You racked up a ton of time. Now an opportunity to get a full 60 here. You've got to be careful of the pinch play they're trying to set up. And, well, middle map, Kelso finds 04, and that's the pinch that was at least the player that was making the pinch possible. Now it's all 3 back to the spawn block.
Yeah, unable to secure the pinch. You're not really able to break the front of this hill, but you were keeping Finale for the time out for the time being. But now they're back in. and right back into the game too, because if they pick up the rest of this hill, they are basically tied with you, if not taking the lead here, with how this is going to fall out. So, I mean, if you're HeartBreakers, you do not want to go to this map 5. You want to get it done quick. But Finale is making a valiant effort to get back into this one. They're going to take the lead if they get the remaining points on this hill. HeartBreakers looking to do something, looking to get set up. But again, you see Finale with all the pressure. Octane unable to get him, actually will fall through the wall bang, it looks like. Okay, so as the dust settles, HeartBreakers are going to have the rotation. They're going to be set up. They're going to be good. But how long can they get it before they get broken? They have to hold on here, or it's going to get really dicey toward the end.
Somehow this game is extremely close now. 11 seconds between these two teams is all that separates them. But look at player number 4 in Sloovy now making the play through the back to try and create the pinch play. Treasy's there. Sloovy comes through, and all of a sudden, now they're outside of the point. 0-4 the last one alive. He'll find the kill there, and they're broken back in. 15 seconds left. Mercy gets killed from behind by Dior. They've got to get across the map. 10 seconds left. Is all the side of HeartBreakers need to win this match. Dior, the kill there. Tracy finds 0-0. In middle map, there's Tracy with another nobody home. HeartBreakers are there, and they complete K7 history. Undefeated throughout the entire regular season. 8-0 overall. They're going to go into playoffs not only riding a hot streak, but making history at the exact same time. GG's to the HeartBreakers on an incredible regular season. Hopefully they can continue their miraculous run all the way into the playoffs. And, well, you've already started the narrative of winning every single regular season game. Why not do it in the playoffs and have an undefeated season to go along with it?
No, I mean, not everyone can do it. I think this team has the chance. If you look at least, I mean, they beat everyone in their division. There was some cross-divisional play as well, kind of mixed in there. So we know that they can compete at least in the other division. I think Natural Talent's going to be their kind of their final boss for them with how solid that team is. That matchup is going to be nasty.
I can't wait.
Sick nasty, dog. I'm going to have to see that one. But it's going to be exciting to see. HeartBreakers do take it 3-1. They drop the search, which is kind of weird. I thought, if anything, they're going to drop a hard point, but no, they hold on. They hold strong for the hard points, get the control with relative ease, even after that kind of break in between the first and second round. Lost the search 6-5, round 11, but hey, coin flip. This is a coin flip game. You know what I'm saying? It can be done. Anyone can take it at any time. That's how things work in the cookie crumbles or something, other metaphors that happen. But that's actually the match for us tonight. HeartBreakers still looking really strong.
Folks, we're going to take you through the schedule real quick for what we're going to see here for the rest of week number 9 of K7 Season 3. Tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, the Rated Gaming Showdown between both of the Rated Gaming rosters inside of Division A. That'll be an incredible one to keep watch for. Team Hustle versus the Knights Templar. Knights Templar need to take that one, should take that one over the 0-7 Team Hustle roster, and really that's their last hurrah to try and make playoffs for themselves. So with that being said, folks, we want to not only thank myself, Trevor, and Kyle for having this broadcast here tonight, but our partners as well, GitGudHosts, DropShotStats, Gamers Resort, DesignByYou.com, and Rogue Energy. Thank you for being what makes K7 possible, not only for the league, but for production as well as all the players. Thank you guys so much for watching. Week number 9 not done yet. 2 more matches tomorrow, as you saw on the schedule, and then week 10 concludes our regular season. My name is Mike McCormiel. Alongside myself has been Trevor. Have a great night. Stay safe. Season 3, we're winding it down.